So I'm making a record. Okay, let's talk about studio and what happened and how my first session went because I have a lot of things to say about it and it needs to be discussed. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. By the way, it's in a playlist down there and it's called Studio Series. Hope you guys are enjoying that. So please subscribe, rate, and all that stuff to continue to see where this is gonna go. Me laying down tracks, two of them last week because I had 2 days of studio, was ridiculous. The second I put on the headphones was just I didn't know what to think of. Like I've heard myself sing before, but I've never heard like my voice so clearly before. And me being a deaf person, a hard of hearing person, like me hearing stuff sometimes isn't always the clearest and the best, but it was so crystal clear. I was like, that's that's my voice. That's not my voice. I think the hardest part of this situation was just getting through the guitar tracking because all I wanted to do was put on headphones after that, and it was really cool. I really just loved everything about it, and it was so cool. And I got to be like we angled it so I was able to see my deafness is going to come into play in this. Like there's no other way. Like I can't like ignore the fact that I am hard of hearing. Like this doesn't work. It's there for decoration and it sucks. So as an artist, the way I'm going to have to work with a disability is to work around it. And so we angle the mic directly in front of my producer, so it's like there's no closed doors, so I can see everything that's going on. And so I was able to read his lips, and he's also from England, so accenting was an issue, and but it's fine. I mean, we worked through it, and that's okay. Um, and that was just really really fun to do, and I just got to have those headphones on. Now let's discuss voice tracking, shall we? Oh my sweet shit. I loved having those headphones on. Let me tell you of how much I loved going through music and going through it and like dropping me in where notes should be and just it was so cool. I just really loved everything about it. I loved like there were a couple parts that had to be resung. So when he like dropped me in, which is like, well, basically the part that I sang, which we kept played through my ears, and then he like re-recorded me over it. And when I sang it, it was great. I am recording in a great studio called Crash Lab, and I am very lucky to have the connections that I fucking have because it wouldn't be this way had it not been for Jimmy G, who's my best friend in the whole world, who is an amazing human being who puts up with me. And I appreciate you, dude, more than you'll ever fucking know. And I'm really excited about that. And I think like the best part of it too was just the clear understanding of communication. Like for me, like this is a big deal. This is a big deal. And for me being someone who's technically disabled, which I hate saying that word, um it was there was a clear understanding of how I wanted this to be. Where communication was going to lie, how the setting was going to be, how loud the music was going to be so I could hear it back. So, and that was just really important. And to work with people who are working with my deafness, not against it, was something I was very concerned about. And we'll get into that right now. That's the next thing I want to talk about, actually. My main concern in filming all of this and to like while like doing this video series and recording the album in general was how is this going to work? Because I had a major meeting about a month and a half prior to 2 months almost, I think, into before we started recording because my disability, me being hard of hearing, was a major talking point because I didn't know how to handle studio. I didn't know how loud the mic was going to be. or, or the recording device, or anything for that matter for myself. And that's a real fear. Like that's a legitimate worry to have. If you have an obstacle, you have to reach over it. Now I hate being that like fucking like story of like, oh, gotta reach over this thing, but I do have hurdles. Like that's the shittiest part about this though. That is the one thing that I don't like. That that's the shittiest part of all of this, is that I have to work through finding a way to work through it all, while if I'm having a deaf day, if I'm not hearing something correctly, that's gonna be real shitty. Real shitty. So when the day of recording happened, I was so nervous. But Pete Sippa is an amazing fucking human being and an incredible producer, and an audio engineer, that he knew exactly what to do, knew exactly how to place me, knew exactly how to communicate with me, doesn't know sign language, and still was able to work with someone on that level. And being someone who is a hard of hearing or deaf musician, that is so fucking important to have clear communication. And I appreciate that more than anything else in the world. So where are we in this? 2 songs are tracked. Nothing is done yet, and I have 3 more to go. Um, I'm not putting a date on this because there's still a lot of cleanup to be done. Everything is in the rough stages of shit, and nothing is being rushed because I'd rather um get all this done and ready for. Now, the next question is going to be answered very, very fastly because I know Tosh, my other best friend from Australia, is watching this. And before you say anything, girl, yes, it will be on Apple, it will be on Spotify, it will be anywhere you can buy this album and the singles that will be coming out. I promise you, I will release all this stuff for you. Ha ha! Joke for Tosh. It's going to be a party, and I promise you that this album will be incredible and awesome, and you guys will get to experience a lot of what my first time music thing is going on. And I hope this spurs a second album, and I hope it spurs something really cool for myself. I don't know where this is going to lead, but I'm real excited about it. All right, I gotta go. I have work in the morning, and by the time you're seeing this, it's probably it's Wednesday, obviously, and I probably have to work the next day, and I'm opening the store, so I should go to bed. But I love you guys to death. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, rate, and all that happy horse shit. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video on a song Saturday if I have time. If not, then you'll see the studio series on Friday. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.